Let's get back to our breaking news coverage of the war in the Middle East. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says operations in Gaza, and I'm quoting him now, are just the beginning, and that his military is preparing a ground incursion into Gaza. Joining us now from Tel Aviv is Mark Regev. He's a senior advisor to Prime Minister Netanyahu. Mark, thanks very much for joining us. As you probably know, CNN has learned the U.S., the Biden administration, is advising Israel against an all-out ground invasion into Gaza. Is it possible to eradicate Hamas with targeted special operation raids along with airstrikes?
Our expectation is that we will have to send ground forces into Gaza because the goal of the operation is to dismantle Hamas's military machine. And a lot of that machine is underground. One of the hostages who was recently released reported that she felt she was in a network like a spider web of underground tunnels. And if we're going to seriously dismantle that military structure of Hamas, we're going to have to be there physically on the ground.
So when is that move into Gaza going to start?
I can't be specific on timing for obvious reasons. We don't want to give Hamas any advance warning of when the attack will come, but it will come.
And you think it'll come soon without giving us a specific date?
I'm not going to give a specific date, and you understand why. Look, the goal of this operation is not just to give Hamas a blow so they'll, be deterred. We tried that. It didn't work. We need a new reality, a reality in which Israel is no longer threatened by this terrorist enclave on our border. Just a quick fix. Yes, a lot of people think, oh, why can't we just, ceasefire? A quick fix is a return to where we were on the morning of October 7th, where Hamas can just attack our people and massacre us again. We won't stand for that. We won't live with Hamas as a neighbor. The goal of our operation is to destroy Hamas's military machine and to destroy their political structure in Gaza. There will be a new reality when this is over.
All right, Mark, in Gaza, as you know, hospitals, the water system, they are on the brink of collapse with fuel running out. You blame Hamas for withholding fuel, but doesn't Israel have an obligation, if it can, to address this humanitarian crisis?
Well, a few days ago, it was reported on CNN, 6 tankers entered the Gaza Strip with fuel, and it was taken to UN bases, and we know for a fact that it was stolen by Hamas. There was actually a tweet put out by the UN which said armed gunmen from the Hamas government came and requisitioned the fuel. Later, they deleted the tweet, and we understand why. They have to work under the framework of a repressive, authoritarian, and very brutal Hamas regime. But the truth is, there's plenty of fuel in the Gaza Strip. That fuel is in Hamas's hands. Hamas wants to save that fuel for its military machine, for its rockets, for its underground network of tunnels. We have no interest in Hamas having more fuel. If the people of Gaza need fuel, the fuel is in Gaza. And the finger has to be pointed at Hamas that is denying the people of Gaza, those hospitals, those generators, the fuel. It's there for them to take.
I should point out, Mark, that the UN Relief Agency today said Hamas has never stolen fuel from their warehouses, to the best of their knowledge. Are there any circumstances under which Israel would allow more fuel into Gaza?
We'd have to have very ironclad guarantees that that fuel is only going to be used for civilian purposes. And it's very difficult for anyone serious to give that guarantee because Hamas has a pattern of behavior of requisitioning or stealing, you choose the word, Wolf, humanitarian supplies that come into the Gaza Strip. And if you don't mind me saying, it was the UN itself that tweeted that people with weapons had come and taken the fuel, and then they deleted the tweet. Now, they said it was a mistake, it was a misunderstanding. I don't think anyone serious believes that. Everyone knows that all the humanitarian groups working in Gaza work in the framework of a very authoritarian and brutal regime. The people of Gaza know that better than anyone else.
Mark Regev, thanks so much for joining us.